Hi. So there is actually a way to run VTS without Steam. So yeah, I kind of forgot about it. If I literally am gonna have to like, hold on. Alright, you turn off. Hi. I'm still mad, but I still wanna fucking draw. I'm trying to fix it. I have to like reconnect it. There you are. So, funnily enough, yeah, I forgot which thing they added it for, but there is a way to run VTube Studio without opening Steam. And that's what we're going to do today. That's what I'm going to fucking do today. So, hi. I'm still mad. I'm still frustrated. But I really do want to draw. And my Joy-Con works as long as Steam isn't on. Stupid. You know what the funniest thing is? I did actually find a recent post, right? That was like, let me read this, right? From Valve, from someone at freaking Valve. Just like, Steam inputs default to disabled for both players and developers. So if a game has Steam input enabled by the developer, they've gone into Steamworks settings and turned it on. We do not provide an option to players to globally override developers' choices to Steam input because it would silently break input in many games. If you want to force it off in a specific game, you can in the per game settings. And someone literally goes, you should really consider an option to turn it off completely, because you broadly kill all gamepad input APIs to make it much more difficult to get them to working correctly when they're misbehaving. You actually do the opposite of what you're intending to do. No, I mean, I tried a bunch of stuff too. It makes no fucking sense, because it's like, I've not had this problem before, and I haven't changed anything. It doesn't make any sense. I'm so mad. I'm sorry. I'm like grumpy. Like I closed it because I was getting mad because you guys are like telling me like, did you restart? Yes, I fucking restarted. What do you? I'm not dumb. That was like the first like 6 things I tried. I don't mean to sound like mean or like angry about. Like, I don't mean to sound, like, mean about that, but, like, please don't tell me to restart it when it's, like, that doesn't help. Chances are I did that, like, 6 times. That's the first thing I always try. I know you mean well, but I don't need that. And it just gets me angrier. Sorry. Again, that's the worst thing. Like, they did have the option in the past, and they removed it? No. I know you guys mean well, but it just... It does not help this... Oh, I guess what I'm saying is it doesn't help the situation with me specifically. I appreciate, like... If it's, like, weird... bizarre angles that maybe I didn't think about. I literally considered looking through and just randomly end tasking on random Steam things. I'm not even kidding. I was just be like, well, whichever one this is, I'm gonna find out. Is it the controller support? I hope it is. I was literally ready just to start ending tasks. I'm sorry. Like, I don't mean to sound ungrateful or mean, but I will say, like, asking, like, did you reboot it? Is, at least for me, unnecessary. And probably will just make me more frustrated. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't mean to sound mean or like I don't mean to sound like calling you guys like mean or whatever. Like you guys wouldn't know that was like I don't know. I get like that's like the first point of like question, but like I don't need that. I do know your basic computer. The first thing is always reboot and pray. The first choice is always reboot and pray. So I don't know. I get that, yeah, like that's the first thing you think to mention, but it's like I already if I'm frustrated and angry, I've probably already tried that. And it didn't work, and now I'm getting it, and then I get angrier. If you know what I mean. Like, again, I understand that you guys mean well, and that's why I ended stream, because I didn't want to get angry and snap at you guys. I didn't want to get angry at chat and, like, tell you guys to fuck off. Because I know that you meant well, but it just wasn't helping. It's just in this specific instance, it's just like, I've tried that like 10 times. It's still not working. I'm sorry. Are you kidding? Wait, when? Because I've had this problem before. I've had this problem, like, super before. But I didn't have this problem last week. Oh. So wait, this week it was not beta? See, the thing is, I even considered, okay, well, I'll just set up the desktop stuff, right? For the Joy-Con. But it doesn't fucking work either! It doesn't work either! I can't set Control S. I can't set any of the forking buttons that I usually use. They've essentially broken my way of drawing, which means I can never draw while I'm playing, while I have Steam open. I'm actually like kind of angry enough to be like, should I legit like go on like a Twitter bit and like @tag them? Be like, hey Steam, you broke my art shit. Fuck you. No, but like legit like be like, can you turn this off at all? Because it breaks my art stuff. Because it does. It breaks my art stuff. I want to use Joy to Key. And the desktop settings don't work. They don't work. I can't set Control S. I can't set freaking caret for some reason. I can't set minus and zoom in and out. I can't set the rotate function. It doesn't work. Because it's labeling by right control, left control. I don't know if there's a way for it to do like just control. Like I can't press a Control S. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's a piece of garbage. I'm sorry, I'm going like on a like, do I go and like be that person that like tags them like, hey, Steam. Bitch. like, call them out or something? Because now I have to run VTube Studio without Steam. And it's not like I can't in this case. I think it's because of the, literally because of the Steam getting, like, removed from Russia. That I can do this? Or was it Indonesia? No, it was Indonesia also. CSP is fine. Oh, the thing? It's not as bad as it, like, if you read what's going on, like, I get it. I still think it stings because it's like, but that's why people, like, recommended you so much. Like, that's why people recommended you so much. Like, yikes. In the end, like, when you look at what they're doing with it, it's not actually that bad. It won't, like, it's... So, like, the version I'm using will still be available, right? And we'll have a perpetual license even. And even 2.0 will have a perpetual license. But it won't, get the updates right away. You'll eventually get the updates, but you'd have to pay either for the update pass to get them on release, or wait until 3.0 comes out, like, way down the line. You know? What should I do with this arm? Yeah, it's in the thing. You may be able to guess who I'm drawing already. Hopefully I don't hate how this turned out. Anyway, this is supposed to be for the anniversary stuff. But yeah, I wanted to work on this. Like, actually. But yeah, I'm just getting angry. I'm not gonna draw them in their regular outfits, though. I'm gonna draw them in something a little bit more fun. I think the colors give it away, huh? Plus, who else would I draw? Yeah, I guess I'll... I mean, you know what's gonna be dumb? Is that it's entirely possible that tomorrow, like... it'll be fine? My stupid Joy-Con garbage? The thing is that, like, I guess... the thing I could guess is that, like, so I have everything turned off. Right? Like, I have everything turned off. I don't want any support for these things for desktop, right? You're supposed to be off. See, my thing is, if it magically fixes itself, that's great. Because that means I'm not angrily thinking about it anymore. But also, we can't even... I'm not even going to be able to finish this now. There's no way I'm going to finish this on stream today. Because I have to end by, like... 2:30 today? Yeah, I did clean up. It's probably the cleanest my apartment's ever been. Like, all year. Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna even be able to finish this. I started early because I wanted to be able to, like, get really far on this idea. But we spent over an hour trying to fix... I spent over an hour trying to fix my stupid... Like, I have the Joy-Con support turned off. But it's still activating it. That's the problem. You know? Anyway, I'm sorry I got angry. I feel bad. I'm sorry I'm in like a weird mood because yesterday. Well, see, the thing is, like, no, that's not what it's doing. No. The problem is that it's detecting them at all. I don't want it to detect them at all. I don't want Steam to pick it up at all. Period. End of story. It doesn't have a disable button for any of the controllers. It doesn't have a disable button to say, I don't want you to connect this controller. That's the problem. The problem isn't that it's picking the... I mean, it is picking the Joy-Con. See, I think it's done it before. And heck, even like 14 would sometimes accidentally pick the thing before. And it's had this problem before, this exact same problem, where for some reason it'll decide to act like, oh, like basically I know when the controller's acting wrong because it puts in a player dot light, right? And I think that's when Steam is doing its stupid Steam stuff. Like, I just want to tell it, don't use don't even recognize they're there. Like, I want to use other tools for that. And your tools don't even forking work to do what I want it to do. I want to use this as a button input, right? And for art programs that have nothing to do with Steam. I shouldn't have to close Steam or sit here and try to figure out which task of Steam is the one I want to turn off and just end task. I actually think that probably doing that might just close Steam altogether, but whatever. Like, I want to just remove the controller support. I don't give a damn what you think is best for the developers. Like, if I want it, like, I can use other tools to fix my controller problem. Incredibly gross when you look at their response. It's basically like, so yeah, either you use it or you can turn it off by game, but that's not what I want. The problem is that you're detecting it at all. I don't want you to detect it. I want to be able to use other ways of utilizing my controllers. And you're saying no. Nah, Alphano would never unbutton. Like, if you had... Wait, shit. Which side is the button supposed to be on? Help. Like, actually help. I don't remember. Yeah. Like, it's a great functionality. I think I needed it for something. But literally, just have an option to turn it off. Not everybody needs the controller support. Have an option to turn it off when you're not actually opening when you've got games that you've turned it off for. Like, if they turn it on, just have a setting that's like, oh, okay, I turn it on now. Like, it shouldn't be open when I just have Steam open. I'm not playing anything. And the one thing, and I mean, I guess that wouldn't stop it from causing an issue with, me, quote-unquote, playing VTube Studio. But, like, if nothing is supposed to be using it, turn it off. Like, I'm using Joy-to-Key. Like, Joy-to-Key itself is designed to help people with accessibility, even. And now, like, you can't use it. And the thing is, like, if Steam's things actually forking worked for, like, like, I sat there and I tried to, like, set it up, right? Like, I tried to set up the Steam, like, desktop functions for it. And none of them work the way they're supposed to. I'd set up the Steam thing if it worked. But the buttons don't work on CSP. That's why I have Joy-to-Key. I'm gonna write a strongly worded support ticket, maybe. Because now, like, they've made it impossible for me to use Steam. It's not even about the big picture mode, like... Because basically, like, there's no way to disable, like, I don't want you to use this... I don't want you to even acknowledge this controller. Like, if you acknowledge the DS4, I don't care, that's fine. Don't even think about... thinking about the Joy-Con. I'm using it with Joy-to-Key, which is free. Because it's designed to help with, like... Like, if people were even like, now you're basically making it so, like, I have to intercept the Steam controller settings. The Steam controller inputs to utilize these other things. Like, I just want to be able to draw while using my VTube Studio. Like, I'm not even playing anything. I'm using this, like, okay, so here's the other thing. I know that there was this, like, what is it called? Tour box or whatever? I'm now literally like, do I buy, like, a $70 tour box? So that Steam can't do this? And before Steam adds, like, tour box support. Like, the reason I went with a Joy-Con... Oh, you've never seen one of those? T-O-U-R, Tour. I'll show you. Ta-da! I have the JP page, obviously. Whoa, 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 whoa. Do not do that. Go away. So anyway. It has a bunch of buttons, right? And you can do a bunch of, like, different things. The thing is, I mean, don't get me wrong, like, it kind of would be nice, but it's also, like, how expensive is it again? Yeah, it's like a $200 toy. There's a reason why I didn't want to jump into that. It's a $200 toy, chat. You guys want to fund it? No, I'm kidding. Like, the good news was, like, the good news would be, oh, the Elite is Bluetooth, I see. So the thing with it would be that, like, I wouldn't get into Steam controller shenanigans unless they, for some the Elite's $350. Actually, how much is it in USD? Does it list the price in USD here? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it is expensive. I've seen people, and people really like it. Oh, no, it's 160. Okay. Like, it's got a bunch of different types of inputs, and I'm sure it could be great. But a $170 toy? The reason I went... Okay, so the thing is, the reason I went with a Joy-Con is because it's cheaper. Right? Like, the reason I bought a Joy-Con and set it up this way is because it was cheaper. Oh, I realized I hate the way I draw this kind of hand pose, and I don't know how to make it look good. Like, yeah, it's still not cheap, but it's cheaper than a $170 tool. But at this point, I'm like, do I do it? Do I just go for a tour box and... I don't know. I guess I'll... I don't know. Do I like tour boxes? Absolutely. I think they look really cool. And I think it'd be super useful. But it's expensive. Oh, that's what you're talking about. I was like, wait, are you talking about the tour box designer? Like, no, this looks weird. It's this hand that ruined me the last... I'm just deleting it. I might change the arm completely. I don't know why. Like, I used to, like the way this looked. But now it just looks all wrong. I don't know why. Maybe I'll look at how much money I've earned from comms. You know what I mean? And be like, can I justify that with commissions? Because I was thinking maybe I should do a little bit of a... No, just like a foot. Like with really long toes or something. Like, it looks like it's just a really wrong hand. I don't like putting in the wrist joint. It just looks wrong. It makes it look like a foot. Like in a bad way. Because don't get me wrong, like, I've seen the tour box, and that's actually what interested in me in it, but I was like, oh, wait, no, this doesn't work. But then I, like, looked at the price and went, ooh, never mind. And that's why, like, I saw, like, setups for, like, a Joy-Con. I'm like, oh, that's really clever. Like, that works. Like, I have a Joy-Con. And Joy-Cons are, like, about, like, half the price. So I thought that that would be good. But now Steam has come to screw me over. Also, do make noise in the chat somehow. I don't know, use the redeems or something when it gets close to like 2 if I seem like really distracted. I would actually really appreciate it when you see the clock getting close to 2. Just to remind me to watch the time. I think also the shoulder is too wide. See, I don't know. Maybe I'll look at how much I've earned from commissions and see if I can justify the tour box as a business expense. That's tax deductible, isn't it? It is a business expense. If I'm using it for my art tools. Technically, I don't think I put the Joy-Con on the business expenses last year, but it would be a business expense to buy the tour box. Just like how buying the Da Vinci upgrade is a business expense. Taxes are fun. No, they're not. Absolutely not. I'm lying. I'll shut up. So anyway, yeah. And I think I want to kind of maybe have like balloons or something behind them. Okay, can someone tell me which side which side goes on top for male jackets and shit? Help. I don't know. Which side goes on top for male jackets and stuff? It's the opposite for women. So if I'm looking at him, which side goes on top? If he's wearing a vest. The left or the right? Oh. Because I don't remember. His left? Okay. So... this side. Okay. I'll fix it later. But that should help me remember. Because, yeah, I don't know if you've ever noticed, but women's stuff is the opposite. Because... so, no. It's not about the item. It's about, is it made for men or women? Because women in the past were dressed by other people sometimes. And so they flipped the button side on women's stuff because of something like that. So women's stuff has buttons on the opposite sides of male stuff. So weird. So I always have to but even then, like, you know how I always draw people with like things in their left hand because I'm right-handed and I just don't mentally mirror it? I have this it's even more confusing because I know it's supposed to be the opposite, but I don't actually know which side it is anymore. See, it depends on where I'm sketching and what I'm drawing. This looks really bad. I don't know how to draw foreshortening. Why is foreshortening dumb? He looks like he's just his sausage fingers. Why did I do this pose to myself? His sausages. Sausage fingers. I don't know how to do it different. Like, it looks right, but it also doesn't. You know what I mean? God. I hate foreshortening. I also do need to remember to actually get dressed in like regular clothes first. I guess it's okay this. No, you're fine. I think also when it comes to it, I don't take word explanations very useful, especially with art. I would probably respond better to like a red line, but I don't want red lines either. You know what I mean? I don't know. I still remember this like one time back in the Nuzlocke community, some dude like went off on my fucking style. Like for no reason. They just it was that period where I think I talked about it, where it's like everybody was like from like DeviantArt and stuff. And they were all like about that story and no more Mary Sue's or whatever. And like they went off on like, I wish I saw the image because it was fucking wild. Because they were just like, basically just, it was wild. It was, that's all I really can remember was that it was just like, wait, really? Bro, really? What is happening here? Like, they spent all this time to, like, diss this, like, comic they don't even like. They supposedly don't even like. It's like, bro, just go away. Like, just don't read it, bro. Let us simple Nuzlocke comicers, you know, chill over here in the corner. Oh no, I still remember there's this Tumblr. Oh, it's because I shipped my character with Gary. Because I had an idea of like, oh, I need to have like a logical why she had a kid. Well, it was the same kind of people. The thing was, they treated it as like, oh, she gets shipped with like a character that we like. I don't even like Gary. That's the dumbest thing. Like that's the thing. It's like I don't even like this character. Like they treated it as like, oh, well, you had like a relationship with a major character that you know you didn't make yourself, Mary Sue. And they're basically a self-insert, must be a Mary Sue. Yeah, I mean, it was, the thing with it was that I was kind of in the old school Nuzlocke mentality, right? And which is very different from what was becoming more prominent then. Like, I don't want to knock their, like, abilities or anything, but some of them were basically, like, barely taking the framework of the game and the Nuzlocke itself to just tell a completely unrelated story. Like, just write a regular webcomic, my dude. Because, like, they would, like, have these, like, crazy arcs, and, like, they're really interesting. But is it really like Nuzlocke's are supposed to be like journaling for like telling what happened in your you know, game. Like there's some level I think that's good of like, you know, adding to the story, right? But like so these guys just took it like to like a level that I felt was just like, is it even the story that you're basing it off anymore? Because it doesn't really feel that way anymore. Like These are really interesting stories and all, but you're not really telling the game story. Like, you're not really using your game experience anymore. Like, it doesn't feel like you're telling your game experience anymore. Like, at what point, like... Yeah. Because, like, they would, like, take the... They take barely anything from the frickin', game story at that point. And so, like, just write an original comic at that point, like... Special buttons. Nah, they don't really look like buttons. Dang it. I was thinking. That said, I can kind of do the meteor mark as a button. Yeah. I don't know, like, I didn't mind, like, the ideas behind them. It just felt like, is this really a Nuzlocke comic anymore? That was my thing with it, whereas, like, it didn't really feel like a Nuzlocke comic anymore. It felt like a webcomic utilizing, like, elements of Nuzlocke and the original games. I was like, that's fine, but, like, is this really, like, a Nuzlocke? I wanted it to more, like, it's supposed to be, like, a... You know, you're just telling, like, what happened. I don't know, I felt like people would stretch these characters, like, well beyond... Like, it wasn't really, like, telling what happened in the game anymore. I wanted it to be, like, I didn't want to say, like, you know, it has to be exactly like the game, but, like, it kind of took it, like, way beyond. Like, the level they took it to was just... It barely seemed like the game they were playing anymore. Like, you can add to a character's, like, details or whatever, right? You can add stuff. But, like, they were just adding to the point where it was just, like... And warping... And I don't want to say warping things, but, like... Changing things to the levels, like... Is this really, like, this character anymore? Like, this doesn't even feel like the characters in the Pokemon game anymore. And they'd have entire chapters where it's, like... Nothing relating to the Nuzlocke even happens. And I'm not saying that there's not a point for the exposition, but at, like, what point, like, is it not really, like, fitting, like, is it not really, like, relevant? I don't know. It just felt like a decent amount of what was considered popular at the time that I stopped really paying attention. Kind of was just like, yeah, we're just gonna very, 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 very loosely, it's like, yeah, that's fine, but to me it's like, but that's not really a Nuzlocke anymore. That's just a comic based on Pokemon. And that's fine. Like, that's a perfectly fine endeavor. But it's just not a Nuzlocke. That's all I'm saying. Not a Nuzlocke comic anymore. Comic based on Pokemon. Inspired by the Nuzlocke rules, I guess you could say. That was mine. Opinion. And yeah, it didn't help that they were like, if you don't... Like, there were definitely people that, like... looked down on the people that did more like the OG stuff, where it was basically just... a chronicle of what happened in your game with minor embellishments. Like, I definitely think that there could be a level of embellishments that helped, but, like, yeah, when I'm saying, like, some of these characters basically barely felt like the characters they were supposed to be based on from the game, yeah. That's how I felt about a good amount, like, a handful of them. You know what sucks is that we were terrible at preservation. And so you can't really, like, see any of these, like, old comics anymore. Because we'd post them on, like, Imager. So, like, the new forums does have an archive. But all it really is an archive of the posts, because everything else was on Imager, with the exception of like a few people's. So. Oh, really? Yikes, that sucks. I actually feel like I did pretty okay with preserving my own stuff. The question is really just where is it exactly? Okay. Rather than like, you know, where I can probably find it if I look through, like, I actually would keep like exports of whatever. Like I'd put them on the like CDs and stuff way back in the day. Make CDRs. And eventually DVDRs. DVDRWs. They're probably somewhere in the house, in my parents' house. So they're probably somewhere. And yeah, we were pretty good, I feel like, about, you know, saving stuff. So I probably actually have a decent amount of stuff. But yeah, it's just gonna be a matter of, can I find those discs anymore? So it's preserved, just in a mystery location. I mostly saved a lot of art, I think. actually have a lot of like sketchbooks at my parents' house too, so. Very old sketchbooks. But oh. So I actually want Allie to be like super casual. I just can't imagine Alphinaud in like something super laid back. I just can't. I can't imagine him in it. Allie? Yes. Something like, maybe not like clubbing. No, I feel like a sweater wouldn't be right either. I feel like for the outfit kind of that I'm like maybe considering giving to Allie, I think what he's wearing now is a better like thematic match. I don't know. I think you can kind of go with like a vest as like party party formal. And I could imagine him wearing like a nice sweater, but I feel like that might end up too formal to me, you know? Good night, Emmy. Emmy's dead. What? I mean, to be honest, like, I don't know. I mean, that Gravier idols are just a thing. Technically, one of the main VAs for Idolmaster OG is a Gravier artist, and I think she was in a scandal of some kind before 2 came out. Because, they pushed her to the wayside a little, or pushed her character to the wayside a little bit. Because I think because of it. Yeah. And before you give me trouble about Alizé's low cut, she'd wear this in some situations. Yeah. Also, I have to be careful. I have to be careful! I think she'd wear, like... She would definitely have with shorts underneath. You know? Allie would definitely wear shorts underneath. If she's gonna wear a skirt. But I still have to be careful. Honestly, as somebody who's extremely ace, I still feel like some people just like... They're like looking to find stuff. I swear. Yeah. It's like, you know... I swear, it's just like... They're adults living their life. They're allowed to do kind of whatever. As long as they're not trying to do that, like... Not trying to, like, overlap the two, I don't think it's a problem. Like, sometimes they're just, you know... It's just the work they can get. That's always something I get. I feel like some people, like... I don't know. Is the best kind of work? Probably not, but I mean, sometimes you gotta pay the bills. And some people don't have a problem with doing that. I would never draw, for example. I would never draw, like, lewd stuff, for example. But some people absolutely will draw lewd stuff for money. But that doesn't make them, like, a less respectable artist for that. You know? Does it mean I probably won't follow them? Absolutely. It means I probably won't follow them on Twitter because I don't want to see that stuff on my timeline. But that's my preference, and all I gotta do is just not interact. Should it be high-waisted skirt? Or do I think it would just be a dress underneath it? It'll probably be tights. I'm not gonna actually, I'm literally not drawing her foot. I don't feel like it. Because I'm just gonna erase it anyway. I'm not gonna draw it. I'm not gonna ink it just to erase it. I mean, honestly, isn't that like most mangaka? They start out doing doujinshi, many of which are R18, and then they eventually make their own. Isn't that like 80% of the mangaka? Like, damn. Oh, let me, oh, her hand is a little bit high. But it makes sense, because I think she's higher up, too. Well, if I decide I can move her down. Man, I'm still baffled about that student from Saturday. I'm still baffled about them. Oh, hold on. What have they changed? Nani ga kaeta? Pet actions? Oh, minor icon has changed. Oh, I'm looking at here. You know, just I don't know why I'm not showing you. So they updated. Wait, what does the link say? So Astro has one thing. That got changed. Minor Arcana. Or else either the Lord of Crowns or Lady of Crowns from your Divining Deck actions. Oh, and then it just changed to the change to what you use. Oh, prelims were a while ago. This is the job stuff. Oh, full patch notes are up. Let's go take a look. So this is what I'm doing first. I am gonna set up a record. I will try to bump this video out as quickly as possible. But we'll see. It might take me one or... I might put it on a Tuesday. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think Joey said 9 and he was angry because it's not 10. This is added, so this is normal. Tataru's Grand Adventure! Yay! I will record this one and do a video as well. But you have to do 6.2, so I have to do that first. So, my order of operations is MSQ, Pandemonium, time allowing, by what time it is. No matter what, MSQ first, and either I go to sleep or I do Pandemonium. I might do Tataru's Grand Adventure on stream tomorrow. I don't know if there will be MSQ spoilers, so keep that in mind. F, Steps of Faith is gone. Goodbye, Steps of Faith. Oh no! I need to farm gems again. We're gonna be farming gems again. I might try to do the treasure maps at some point. Oh! Oh, shoot! No! No! You can't make me do this! No! So, okay, what this means is I have to rank all of my... I've only ever ranked Order of the Twin Adders. There's Orchestra Unlimited by the Grand Company. Ah! No! I have to rank the other Grand Companies and get seals, unless they're tradable. If they're tradable, I might beg Joey. You know what sucks? These guys... So they say, I'm very sorry, forgive me. These are what you get for paying. Oh yeah, you can rank all 3 of them and even keep your seals. I might actually, hold on, let me take a picture. Hold on, what is it? It's Windows Shift S? Yeah. Only ranked adders. Help, I only ranked adders. Okay, anyway. So yeah, these guys are a specific item. Kinda wish I applied. Anyway, I'm gonna be sad. I kinda want them. Look at this cute little clock. Look how cute it is. Look how cute it is. This I like. I like this a lot. I like this. I like this. Ooh, wait, does it have a bookshop? Ooh, this is actually really cool. Oh, wait, it has a hanger. Oh, that's really, really cool. I can't wait. I can't wait to put 17 pictures of my son, Alphino, in my rooms. I'm just gonna like buy Alphino. Because they're added everybody. Every Scion gets a thing. Every Scion gets a thing. I'm gonna be buying so many of Alphino. These are really cool. I like this. I like this table. I wonder if it's 3 separate pieces or 1 group. This tent is cute. New orchestrion rolls. I want to know what else. These flowers are pretty. The new... Look at this fish! This I'm excited for. I'm excited to play Mahjong. I gotta make a Mahjong portrait. New prizes. New triple triad. Oh no, panic. This is my home. We're living here for the next, like, forever. I'm never leaving. Anyway, I was talking with Static. I said, help, I only ranked adders. And Z says, uh-oh, do you think they'll be marketed prohibited? And I'm like, I hope not. Like, if I have to rank all the GCs, I will. I learned Mahjong. I learned how to play Mahjong for an orchestrion role. Ranking all the GCs is just a minor inconvenience. Anyway, yeah, this is where we're gonna live. We're just gonna be on the island forever. I'm so excited for this. I'm not even kidding. They added a new hairstyle, which looks kind of nice. These ponytails, but I don't think I'll use them. I might use them on Dida. I might use them on Dida. On Didi. Sorry, Didi. These are nice. I'm glad for Viera. I'm glad for Viera. And I'm glad for Hrothgar. Look, they got their ears back. They got ear surgery. I actually really want to try these new duty supports. We might mess around with them. Ooh. Allied NPCs and ooh, we actually have to go again. They speak at certain points. I actually gotta go. I gotta go do that. I gotta do that. We're gonna go mess around in there. Is this a new bird? Or I have to figure that, so I don't, this color looks new. Or is this just is it just available? Anyway, we're gonna definitely be doing, Unreal again, probably. Look at this boy! Look at this boy! Look at him! Eee! These emotes are cute. Also, I'm glad. So what I think what's really good, I think one thing that's really good about adding these character portraits, right? So I noticed it when I was doing my JP, because I did the end of Shadowbringers. They're walking backwards, which I think is really smart. So they're going backwards one expansion at a time, instead of going from the beginning and like having it disappear in the middle and then like reappear in 6.x. So they're slowly walking it backwards so that they appear like partway through the MSQ and then they stay there. I don't know. I mean, it's obvious. Obvious to like go that direction. I'm just glad that they're doing it. Oh, right. This is adjustments. Was there any scholar changes? Probably not. Oh, no longer grants. Oh, I no longer get in trouble when I use face skills. I no longer get in trouble for my face skills. Oh, Hollows has a magicked barrier. Interesting. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. This is nice for some people. I don't even pay attention to the numbers. I pay attention to the circle. No longer, but I'm still gonna be a jerk. So I don't know, what is it? What's the word? I still will probably click off people's regens. So I used to have a macro that would remove the regens when I was on tank because they generated enmity. So people would put them in like in between pulls and I'd be like, stop that. And I push my button to remove the hot. Now it doesn't matter, but I still might click it off out of habit. I don't think I still have that. I don't think I have that macro still though. We have a new trial, which will be part of MSQ. Look at this lady. Oh, wow. Okay, so it's added in, but you can't go in. Interesting. It won't be available until the 30th, so they won't have to do patch. It's physically in the game, but they won't have to do a patch. That's interesting. Interesting. Aglaya's weekly restriction is removed. This battle gets Echo now. Gladiator thingy. What color is causality? What color is causality? I have to look. Let's see. The duty, I'm kind of sad that it's only gonna be 1 or 2, but I'm also glad because I kept getting the dead ends all the time whenever I did, expert roulette. And I wanted to get All Zadal's legacy because I wanted some of the gear from there, but I didn't want to force it. I didn't want to farm it, so I didn't. Blah, blah, blah. Tombstone changes. That's not really important. Right? I really can't wait to take a look at these. So, this isn't important, but I want to know what they did to the Yeti boss. So the Yeti boss was... The worst thing was it's absolute hell if you're a dancer because your skills are AoE. So when you try to shoot the little, like, snowballs, it goes really bad. Like, there's usually, like, no snowballs. Anyway, I'm curious... Oh, Midgard Zormer also got adjusted. I'm curious how they adjusted them. Because I'm thinking... This boss is a pain in the butt. This boss... all of Keeper of the Lake was a pain in the butt. Yeti boss is a pain in the butt. Soma was fine. So I'm a little surprised. I wonder how they adjusted it. The Airy... I want to know if they did anything with... What they did with Nidhogg. All they changed for Vault was positioning. I want to know what Thornmar's heart is like now. Oh, dang. Oh, okay. So if you die, you still get your buff to stay there. Earthshaker attack has been... Ah, okay. World of Darkness. The effects when destroyed enemy... When destroying him... Oh, okay. Display of Aw, they added more... display of thingies. I'm so sad. F for Steps of Faith. Now this is PvP, which I don't really pay attention to. Look at this weird dragon! More PvP that I'm not paying attention to. Interesting, they increased the mount speed. Wow. This gear is so boring. It's just... I don't like the gear. They changed the name of this Orchestrion role, and I want to know why is it labeled as... Are they giving me a new one? Isn't this the Orchestrion for... Mahjong? I don't remember. Yeah, the snowball stuff, like, I've had to, like, help because, like, yeah. Anyway, the Far Eastern stuff, I'm excited to see... I mean, I only ever buy the girls stuff, but... Moonward gear, Saxon nuts. Haha. Oh! 2000... Oh! Oh! Thank you, God! This is a good change. This is actually, like, a good change. Like, really good change. I like that this has changed. This is cool. Look at friends! I can't wait to take them home with me. I'm also really excited that now, you have an increase for favorites. For 5 more favorites and minions, and mounts. I'm actually really excited about that. I'm actually really excited about 5 more favorites. Because I've always felt bad because like I get some really cute ones and I have to remove them because 25 just is, I mean 30 isn't gonna be enough either. Also, I need these. These are from Island Sanctuary. I need them. I need them. New Pixie Wings. I'm excited to play. Look. It looks like they added a bunch of new thingies. So I'm really excited to play around with the new adventurer plates and the new portraits because it looks like they added some more things to it. So I'm really excited. Also, apparently there is a limitation that your character's face has to be visible. In portraits that, what is it? I think there's a limitation now that you have to, have your character's face in it. Because people couldn't be trusted. Nah, it's probably just, you know, it's supposed to be of your face. Also, this is God. This is God tier. Lanosia is gonna be having multiple field instances. I'm glad that they're slowly adding more dungeons to Explorer mode. Why would you ever want to duty record a Glaya? I don't understand. I'm glad for this change. I don't know if it makes any difference for people. Obviously, I can see these colors, so... Oh, that's cute! Someone complained, like, why is the delete character submenu option, like, super, like, next to something I would probably click? They moved it. That's actually, like, a really good thing. Oh, accept, wait, and decline for friend request. I'm also really interested about this GP, the frame rate thing. So I was saying about how, it might make streaming it less painful. I don't know. I'll see. Also, the Steam overlay will work now. I'm turning it off. I just want the Steam screen cap button. I don't ever... Does anyone use this? Actually, no, that's a lie. I've used the Steam overlay before. Let's check at the fun part. Resolved issues. An issue where undertaking duties via do support when NPC's healing roll did not cast Asuna on themselves when afflicted with status ailments. F. Chocobo companions were not recalled when their HP reached 0 under certain conditions. Savage and Emanation were damaged with certain attacks was not downscaled. Chaos Sanity were eliminated despite not being ready. An issue when playing Sage in PvE, wherein queuing the action Zoe was while casting Numa caused the effect of Zoe to be applied and immediately end when Numa was activated. Weird. Awesome PvP stuff. Oh, did they fix the PvP I guess they probably fixed it a while ago. Known issues, fun things. Okay. An issue when undertaking the quest seeking Sanctuary where only the quest icon will display in the recommendations window under certain conditions. An issue when leaving an Island Sanctuary wherein accepting the prompt to leave the Island Sanctuary after you have matched to join an instance duty will disconnect you from the server! Oh no! Okay, so be careful if you're, queued. Don't try to leave the Sanctuary. An issue wherein players cannot retrieve rewards from the achievements window while in an island. Okay. I guess that makes sense that there's going to be quite a few more bugs with Island Sanctuary. An issue wherein players cannot recruit or disband a party limited to a specific world when the party leader is on an Island Sanctuary. Oh my god! You can... That's... Oh no. You can trap people. Oh no, you can't disband. You can leave. An island is selecting an island sanctuary wherein the player names of characters visiting other worlds do not display correctly. Okay. An issue wherein selecting an island sanctuary to visit wherein players are in a cross-world party are not presented with the option to select from a list of party members. Under normal circumstances, players are able to use the world visit system to travel to the world of a cross-world party member and visit their island sanctuary. Due to this issue, however, the option to do so will not appear in a cross-world party until this... Oh, okay. So, they're like... If you're in a crossworld party, you can't, like, join someone's island sanctuary for right now. Into the map or mini-map on an island sanctuary wherein tooltips do not display when placing the cursor on the quest icons. An issue wherein players who enter an instance studio or log out the game while in an island sanctuary will return to the island in a different location. You just teleport around. An issue wherein certain graphics within the island sanctuary do not display properly, where the level of ambient and environmental sounds does not change when entering buildings. Cannot leave or enter PvP. Okay. While on an island sanctuary. Requesting gear affairs wherein a blank confirmation prompt erroneously displays under certain conditions. This prompt is meant to notify players that a higher grade of dark matter will be consumed. Accepting the gear request will use the correct grade of dark matter. Or group pose wherein characters using certain emotes will not stop moving when paused under certain conditions. Okay. An issue where previewing portraits wherein activating motions causes characters to stop blinking. An issue wherein certain active health descriptions were not updated to remove mention of beast tribe. Because everything's called tribal quests now. Anyway, that was fun. Oh yeah, and then they added, explanation. Right? Like where? Oh. Oh, here, let's take a look at this. So they explained why they made these adjustments to 6.2. And they're kind of explaining it. A barrier effect that will both increase the amount of barrier protection that can be granted at any given time and improve its overall the enmity generation is. Based on player feedback, minor arcana will now change to the drawn arcanum rather than the action of crowned play. The effect duration of redraw has also been adjusted, making it easier to acquire astro signs. Yeah, they started doing this, right? So anything that got a change, they kind of explained it. Aw, shit, yeah. I'm not gonna finish this in an hour, let's be real. I mean, what is it? The anniversary isn't until, like, this weekend, I think? I have time to finish it before it. It's just... yeah. Well, I guess we're gonna be doing the other grand companies, like... if they're not tradable. It's not like I haven't done crazier things. I literally, like I said, I learned Mahjong to get my Orchestron collection. I learned how to play Ichi Mahjong. This is just a minor setback. No, I don't even... What did I do? I know there was this... before I found Mossel, I know I found this other place to play against, like, computers and stuff. And I played that for a while to kind of figure it out. And, like, I just had, like, a cheat sheet of, like... Yaku? To figure it out. And just... Yeah, I just kind of winged it. And I kind of figured it out slowly, like, as I was actually, like, playing, obviously. Like, as I played through 14, I obviously learned more as I went along. So, there was that. I actually really don't like video... guides in general. So I tend to avoid those. I tend to find that I just don't focus on them really well, so... I actually really dislike that there's so many, like, guides in video format now. It drives me bonkers, because I'd rather be able to read and, like, reread it and reread it when I'm, like, actually doing the thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I also can just kind of, like... As I'm doing the thing, I can, like, go back and check it, right? Whereas, like, with videos, like, I have to sit through the video, basically, again, to listen to their instruction. So I don't like video guides a lot. I kind of really dislike them. I find them not very helpful. I used to... I think they were, like, okay, right? Like, they were okay, but, like, I found just... I just don't like that there's, like... They don't also have, like, a text version. Like, just please, just have a text version, too. Please. Alright, so if his buttons are on the left side, and hers go here. Okay. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Oh no, I gotta sneeze. Sorry. It's wild how clean my apartment is right now, though. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I think what I'm probably gonna end up doing with regards to my move, though, is I'm probably gonna use the other service, but, like... use the, like... international shipping for, like, just regular packages and just sending them over early. Like, some things that I think I'd want to have, like, right away. But that I don't need to keep on me as much. Like, I don't need to keep here. And also, like, maybe some books. Books are heavy, man. I think actually most of the books can probably be mailed with, the one company, but... yeah. Yeah, I don't... yeah. I'm trying to get through all the stuff that needs to get through, and I'm just... I feel like I wish I had canceled this one, because, like, technically I'm not even gonna use their services. I think. I'm waiting for the other company to tell me a date that they can come by, though. I need to buy another suitcase, though. Because I am willing to pay for, I have 2 currently, and I'm gonna... and those are covered by the default stuff. But I want to get a 3rd suitcase because I'm moving. And I'm willing to pay for a 3rd suitcase to be checked. Which is like $100, but... compared for how much space it is, and how much I'd probably be able to fit in it, like, at the max weight, it's probably cheaper to bring that stuff with me in a suitcase. Like, if it's stuff I'm gonna want, like, immediately, than shipping it. I did find some, but I haven't bought them yet. There's actually some things that I do want to buy, but I I feel bad buying so much stuff all at once. I know why I'm doing it, and I know I should just bite the bullet, but... And I mean, heck, we were also just talking about wanting to buy a tour box. I should really, like... do, like, promote my commissions more again. I feel guilty about spending it when I know it's gonna cost a lot of money to ship things overseas. And I feel bad being like, oh, look at this cool thing I bought. Even though it's like, yeah, it's stuff I want to buy and like stuff I do feel like I want to have. I don't know. I feel guilty. Yeah, I do feel guilty. I feel like I shouldn't be buying stuff because I'm moving. You know what I mean? I feel like I shouldn't be buying stuff because I'm moving. Like, why are you buying more stuff when you're also moving? But it's like stuff that I'm like, I know, like, conceptually, like, I'm only gonna find here. Kind of, where it's like, I don't know. I feel bad always being like, oh, I'm gonna go buy this, or I'm gonna go buy this. Especially, like, where it's like, yeah, I do really want these things, and these things are gonna be harder to get outside of Japan. Or impossible, in some cases. And I should buy them now. And these are expenses that, like, kind of go into the whole, like... moving... They kind of, like, are part of the moving expenses in a way. Like, buying a new suitcase will feel painful and kind of bad. But technically, it's for the move. But also, funny story. So here's the thing about me and suitcases and the airports. Every time I take an airline, at least one direction, one of my suitcases get banged up, like, really bad. Oh, I definitely will reuse it, because the last time I had Kuroneko bring my suitcase to my house, they broke... No. Sorry, no, it was the airline. The airline broke the handle. Broke part of the handle. I don't understand how it happens. So, when I first... when I studied abroad, right? When I had them bring it back to the States, so they brought it to the airport. They broke one of the wheels. The delivery company broke one of the wheels. When I moved here, the airline broke the handle on one of my suitcases. I don't understand. My suitcases do not come out unscathed. So I can guarantee you I will use that suitcase again in the future. Because, you know what? I will... The one suitcase that wasn't damaged on my move-in probably will get the unlucky curse and get broken in some manner. I don't understand why it's like this. I'm just... It's just bad. I'm just unlucky. See, the thing is, I also know I could have probably had them, pay me the cost of it. But by the time, like, because I was moving, right? So, like, by the time I got, like, the actual, like, energy to, like, deal with it, it was past, like, when they would give a shit about it, the airline. I was like, oh, okay. Okay, I guess. Like, maybe I could have tried to, like, be a Karen or whatever and try to get them to pay for the replacement or whatever, but it wasn't worth the energy at that point. I know that's exactly what they want you to do, right? they want you to be, like, so busy, like, doing your thing that you know, flew out for, that you won't actually ask them to get it. They won't ever actually have to be good on that, but... I kinda was when I had my computer broken. I got really mad because I felt like they were taking advantage of me a bit. Because I was like... I told them right off the bat, right? That, like... Because my computer was water damaged, right? And I took it to this, like, nearby place. I wouldn't say Karen level, but I was very frustrated, right? Hello, Neil. How are you? So I took it to this nearby place, and I'm like, okay, well, can you just try to get the files off of it? Like, I don't care. Like, either tell me that you can that it's like I don't actually want you to replace the CPU. Like, if it's like that's way too expensive. Like, if I burnt the CPU, like that's that. I just want you to tell me what happened, and then just try to save the drive, right? And they're like, okay, it'll take like, what was it? Like two to 3 days. And I'm like, okay, I can wait that long. Then, and I asked them to do email because I figured that would be easier for me. Then, the next day they tell me, oh, it's gonna take like 2 to 3 weeks. And we have to send it to our main brand. And I'm like, excuse me? No, I'll take back my laptop. Like, I think they were like, oh, well, they're like, I don't know. I don't know if they were just sketch or if they were trying to take advantage of the fact that I was like, what's the word? That I look like, what's the word I'm looking for? That I looked like a non-threatening gaikokujin. Like, I could be a gaijin, but, like, look threatening. But I don't look threatening, right? Like, I think that's also a key factor of it, right? That I also looked very non-threatening. So anyway, and I'm just like, no, just give me back my laptop. Like, anyway, I went all the way there before they even responded. I was like, okay, then just give me back my laptop. And then, you know, by the time I get there, they had sent me an email. And I didn't care at this point. I was gonna go all the way out there anyway to be a pain in the ass. Because, like, I'm sorry, that's not what you told me yesterday. I'm not paying for you to, like... I just want to know, is it... Like, you should be able to open it up and see if it's fried. And then tell me if there's anything you can do. Like, this shouldn't... I'm asking for you to do it because I don't have the specialized tools. Not because I can't do it myself. I just don't already have the tools, and that's all I wanted you to do. I just wanted you to open up the machine. And tell me, is the motherboard fried? If it's fried, try to save the drive itself. Just try to save the files. That's all I want. I do not want you to do anything more. I don't want to replace the motherboard. I just wanted to know, was the machine fried? If it was fried, can you recover the files? That's it. That's all I wanted you to do. And you're like taking advantage of me and sending it off to who knows where, which is not part of what I wanted. Anyway, yeah, I went like all the way to their office, to like the building. And The very different... The thing was, I had felt like, oh, they're gonna be really nice or whatever, right? Like, I felt pretty comfortable with the dude that was there, right? But then, yeah. Not so much after the next day. Which sucked, because I was... But, I mean... And then, of course, yeah, there was the fact that, like, the next day, when they got the machine back in their care, they managed to get it, like, to turn on, right? They managed to get it to turn on just barely. And so I could recover the files, and I'm like, cool, thanks. I could have been a real jerk and been like, well, you didn't do anything that I paid you to do. And asked them to not make me pay the full price, but I was just so done. So I'd already bought a new computer at that point. This one, by the way. But yeah. I went all the way out to their building, to their thing, and I was just like, no. You give me back my machine. And they're like, well, it's not here. And I'm like, well, damn well better be tomorrow. It sucked because it was like, was like, oh, this seems like they'll be able to help me. And then I was wrong. That sucked. But yeah, that was maybe the one time, like, I tried to kind of be a Karen. I don't know if it's really being a Karen, but... yeah. And so... yeah, I kind of went pretty... I kind of went, like... I don't want to say, like, super... I went as aggressive as I could manage. Right? Because I felt like... excuse me? The fork? I was not happy. It sucked, because it's just like, I just thought, like, oh. I'll be able to get my computer fixed, right? No. Well, I guess kind of they did. They did manage to get the computer to boot, which is literally all I really, like, that's all they needed to have done. Like, if they couldn't make it boot, they couldn't figure it out, all they had to do was like, well, the Mobo is probably fried. And then, all I wanted to do was have them recover the files by any means necessary. Because at the time, I didn't have backups of a lot of my VTuber stuff, so that would have been fucking devastating. Yeah, in a way, they did still fix my problem. Because they did get the computer to turn on. And then I just took it home and I copied the files myself. Super angrily, but like, you know. Like, I was definitely pretty angry, pretty bothered by it. But like, at that point, I was like, I could have been way worse and like, not paid them. And like, argued to not have to pay them in full. Because in my opinion, that probably would have made sense. Because technically they didn't listen to me. They didn't do what I asked them to. And technically, they didn't really fix the computer either. But I ended up not, because I was so tired. You know? Like, I was just tired. I didn't want to deal with it. Like, I could have been way more of a Karen, you know? Or an attempted Karen, anyway. And yeah, that too. Like, I wouldn't know how they were gonna react or anything. But I was definitely very, very... unhappy with that situation. I didn't like having to try to, like, be mean. You know? I didn't want to have to do that. No one wants to be... Well, I can't say no one, but most people don't want to be mean. You know? So yeah. So I do want her to have tights. I don't want her legs to be just there. I want her to have tights. Yeah, that happened. It was not fun. It really sucked too, because it's just like, I just want my laptop, man. That's like my life. Like, please just fix it. That sounds pretty sad to be like, oh, my computer is my life. But I mean, to be fair, I stream, so there's that factor. I feel like, so Alize usually gets like, so it's in my head. Alize gets like the black when you pair it with her outfit, right? With her outfits and stuff. But Alphino should get like the white. You know what I mean? Maybe not the pants though, but like everything else. But then there are some elements that are like the same across the two of them. I wouldn't give him white pants, though. I feel like that's just terrible. I feel like that's just cruel. Hmm? Oh, right, because she's not... White pants, not... No, we don't do that here. I mean, I could see. Do they look okay? I still think his shoes would be dark, though. Oh, right, he's not. Actually, maybe? Maybe a different, like a very slightly darker than his shirt. Yeah, actually. Oh no, both of them look kind of okay. Oh no! Oh no! I mean, I don't know which one to do! Wait, choose two. No, I feel like it should maybe have like... No, blue doesn't look good. Okay. I'm gonna leave the choices there for a moment, for a little bit though, while I'm trying the shade. I don't want to add patterns, I'm lazy. I am feeling a bit better. I'm so mad at my stupid thing. I'm mad that I'm thinking about buying a tour box. No. Not memeing. Not memeing about the tour box. I mean, I'd already been thinking about it in the past too, right? So, just a matter of, is this really gonna be the thing that pushes? I mean, to be fair, like, the reason why I, bought my new tablet is literally because my old tablet stopped being functional the way I wanted it to be. So, I mean, it's kind of a similar situation. And considering how much I've used the Joy-Con and how useful I know it is, it's not like I'm going into it and being like, I don't know if I'm gonna use it. I know I'm gonna use it. It's just gonna be a matter of, like, how do I set it up? We're just gonna pretend this is one balloon. The TH balloon. Don't worry about it. What does a Sabo tender look like again? Oh, now I remember. My brain just kind of forgot there for a second. Hi, Tomo again. Yeah, but like there's a specific shape to him, right? You know what I mean? I don't remember what it was. I might adjust like the placement of some things though. Because it feels visually unbalanced and it's bugging me. Oh, it's okay. Yeah. I got super angry before, so... Because So I found out that, what is it? Steam now has, Joy-Con support, and it breaks my Joy-Con use. It breaks my freaking Joy-Con with Joy to Key, and so I use it for art as a hotkey button, and if Steam is open, it breaks. So you know how they added the functionality to open up VTube Studio without Steam when Steam got banned in Indonesia? I'm using that. No, I can't turn off. The thing is, as long as it detects it, you can't turn off support. You can't even turn off the thing. Steam is stupid. Oh, it's so ridiculous. You can't turn it off. Steam is dumb. Like, actually, though. So the workaround I have right now... No. So what VTube Studio has is if you open up the files... So, like, if you open up where VTube Studio is saved to your computer... There's a file that says start without Steam. So when you go into the Steam Apps Common VTube Studio, so you go Program Files 86, Steam Apps Common VTube Studio, there's a batch file in there that they added a while ago, and it says start without Steam. That's the one you open up, and it loads just everything else just fine. I'm not using this color, by the way, I just... Yeah, so you can always boot... You can boot it without it, it's just... It does require a few extra steps. So that sucks. Will I consider using it for all draw streams? Yep. But that's why I was also talking about... I don't know if you've ever seen them, they're called tour boxes. You were talking about them earlier. They're like a big... fancy $160 thing with a bunch of wheels and buttons and stuff. They're really cool, but they're also $170. But they're like, they would never be, hopefully, noticed by Steam. I'd already been thinking about buying one in the past, and it's why I went with the Joy-Con over the Tour Box, because the Tour Box is $170. A Joy-Con is like $80, right? It's like half the cost. And all you need is Joy to Key. And then you set the hotkeys that way, right? So that's why I opted for this, right? Because I was like, okay, I can buy this for cheaper and see if I even like it. Like, buying a second Joy-Con is useful in the long run anyway. Like, it's not like I'm never going to use a second Joy-Con if I buy a Tour Box. Like, it's an extra controller. Would it be nice if I had another right-hand controller? Yes. I only have 2 lefts. I have 2 lefts and 1 right Joy-Con. The reason is I'm a righty, so I don't need a right-handed Joy-Con. For, my... what is it? So because I'm a righty, I don't need a right-handed Joy-Con, right? But in the future, it'd probably be a good idea to get a second Joy-Con. You know what I mean? Wow, this has nice, like, just in general, like, really nice color variants. I actually really like this. I actually play with the Joy-Cons, but like detached. So I have, you know that thing that comes with your controller, with your Switch, right? I have that, and I just use, well, I don't know if it came with. The thing where you plug the Joy-Cons into, I just use that. I know that's really fucking weird. I've thought about buying a Pro Controller, though, you know? Yeah, I thought about buying one. There's actually, so I don't know if you saw it. There's a special one for Splats 3. I think there's a new one that's coming out. I don't know if NA's getting it. Yeah, the original one's actually really comfortable. Like, I don't have any problem with it. So it has the... I still really wish... Honestly, I would buy the Joy-Cons that are coming out. Have you guys seen the Joy-Cons that are coming with the Splatoon Switch OLED? They're so cool looking. Look at them! Look at them! They're cool! I'd buy those separately. This is the Pro Controller. I'm thinking about buying this when it comes out. I don't know why this isn't letting me, like, scroll. Yeah, they look so good! They look so freaking good! Oh, they're going on sale on the Friday. Ooh, I might take a peep. I might take a peep at the Pro Controller, because the Pro Controller looks really nice. It's simple, it's sleek. The case is really nice, but I already have a Hori controller. But man, look how slick this design is. It's so good. It's such a shame they're not making it available. Oh my god, does it have the little... Oh, that's cute. The little suckers on the back. That's really cute. If I didn't already have a Switch, I'd actually... I think this is a better Switch than the one that came for Splat 1. Splat 2, sorry. Oh yeah. It's a bit of a... In my opinion, I would say if you're still thinking about which one to get, I do recommend the Elgato one. I know it might be like, oh, but it's expensive. But it's one of those few cases where it's like, oh, like, it's worth it. I don't know if you were still thinking about what you're getting. But I do really recommend the one I'm using is the Elgato HD 60S, I think. I actually bought it on sale. It's definitely a strong recommend. I mean, I think anybody would recommend the Elgatos. Oh, I've never heard much about AverMedia. I mean, I think a lot of people recommend Elgato, and when I was buying mine, I was actually waiting for it to be on sale with the JP quote-unquote Black Friday on the wrong weekend. They always do Black Friday, and it always ends up on the wrong weekend somehow. I don't know how they managed it every year. But yeah, I found the Elgato pretty good. You know, honestly, I think it's really easy to set up, but I think that's true with any of them. The one that I have, when I did have it set up, it handled a HDMI splitter. Honestly, the thing that I liked about it was that I bought it on sale. That's it. I mean, you would be pretty late for splats, but depending on how you wanted to do it, there is the idea of waiting until Black Friday. I don't know if I'd recommend it, because it's probably not going to be a big deal. It's not a big, like... Yeah, they're pretty slim. Like, I mean, it's a cable mess, but I mean, any streamer ends up like a cable mess. I'm having to try to hide my cable mess under the Kotatsu blanket. when the guys come by today to take a look at my stuff, I'm like, okay, gotta hide this. This looks really bad. It's fine. They're organized chaos. Yeah, I would definitely say the Elgatos are pretty slim. They do pretty good. I think it's the usual one people recommend. If you've got the space for it, it doesn't really matter. It probably doesn't matter too much if you've got the space for it. Probably, you know, you can probably go with whatever. In my case, I never even heard of AverMedia's stuff, so I think pretty much everybody always talks about Elgato. I don't want to say, like, oh, I'm a simp for Elgato, but I do have a lot of Elgato stuff. You know, I have my Stream Deck. I have my Elgato capture card. Thank you. I'll try to get through a little bit of the shading, but I might have to finish a bunch of this off stream. Am I recording time-lapse? I think I am. Yes. Ah. I think that depends on your opinion of Pepsi versus Coke, though. And as somebody who doesn't really drink soda, I have an opinion on neither. But yeah, I think it's just dependent on, like, what are you looking for? I guess, yeah, like, I think in your case, if size is a big deal. The Elgato ones are pretty slim. It's like, it'll fit in your hand, honestly. The cables will not fit in your hand, but the machine, the cap card itself will fit in your hand. They just taste like sugar. They both just taste like bubbles. Is that a flavor? That's a flavor to me. Bubbles are a flavor to me. Carbonation is a flavor. Prove me wrong. What was I gonna go out and do today? There was something I was gonna go out and do tonight. After they came by, but I don't remember what. Oh, I was thinking about actually going to the shopping mall to buy a suitcase. But now that I'm thinking about it, it might just be easier. I know it, like, that's the whole deal with Amazon. But it might just be easier just to look on Amazon for a suitcase. Because, I mean, I could wheel it back to my apartment. But if it's gonna be the big, like, checked baggage size, it's gonna be big. And I'm gonna struggle to move it. Like, if it's just one, I mean, yeah, it'll be empty and I can probably move it. But I will say this, I don't know if you've ever seen in Japan, like, pictures of places, right? Have you guys ever looked at, like, Japanese sidewalks and seen the little yellow brick thingies, right? The little yellow blocks thingies. So, those are a pain in the butt to wheel across the freaking... wheel your suitcase across. I get it. They're for blind and visually impaired people, and I think they're very important. But I also hate wheeling my suitcase across them. I can think they are very important and very good, but I can also hate wheeling stuff over them. These are not mutually exclusive. Yeah, I think they're great. And I mean, I think Japan handles blindness or visually impaired like really well. Like the reason they have those the crosswalks make beeps is so that visually impaired people can know when they can cross. That's super cool, right? Like I mean that. Like that's actually really cool. That's like so obvious. Like duh, but like it's really good. And I think it's super important for a society that's super walkable, for an area that's super walkable, to also be accommodating to people who struggle with sight. I think it's great. I think it's great. But I still hate wheeling myself across it. And I think that's a fair assessment. Oh, damn. Yeah. Like, New York's... I mean, honest, like... New York is walkable, but... At what cost? You know what I mean? At what cost? No! No, I just wish that, like... But, I mean, it's also a matter of, like, my suitcases don't like to roll nicely. Oh my god, yeah. New York is, honestly, nasty. Parts of New York are fucking nasty. Like, New York is really nice in some aspects, but, like... very much not in others. Very much not in others. And I mean, I'd rather still, like, I mean, there, like, I was talking, like, when I talked to Joey about, like, you know, wanting to be able to, like, walk to do my basic stuff, like, go grab, like, a snack or whatever, or, like, losing that ability to not need a car will kind of suck. But also, like, not being able to have the snacks that I really like from Japan is something I was like, oh, man, I'm gonna have to go through all the trouble of getting, like, milk tea again, because I always had to import it. And he's just like, oh, there's, like, 3 Asian supermarkets, like, within 5 minutes. And I'm like, all right, New York. He's like, yeah, that's one of the good things about being in New York. And I'm like, yeah. And he's got a point. Like, New York, yeah, you know? Yeah. I think that's true just in general with, like, people living in the US. Like, you start to assume that it all looks like that, and then you, like, leave for your first time. Right? And then you're like, what the heck? How do we even live? It's in a way, it's kind of sad that we all, like, that people that leave the country, like, come to this conclusion. Like, consistently, but, you know. Yeah. I think Joey said that, like, there's some decent walkability for his places. I mean, will I go out very often? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I will absolutely be staying indoors a lot of the time. But it's that option, you know? That I think is important. And it does feel like having your, like, freedom ripped away. Which is so funny when you think about how I'm moving to America. In a sad way. Funny in a sad way, okay. I do think that at the very least, like, people are, like, younger people especially, are becoming more, like, attracted to the idea of, like, walkability and not needing a car. For a variety of reasons. And I'm really hopeful, I might be too hopeful, but I really do hope that it does, like, evolve into something, you know? And we start to see things change so that, you know, walkable cities. Oh no, I probably talk about it a lot, especially because, like, you know, I'm moving from the extremely walkable Japan, and anytime I talk about me moving, it's a worry. It's a big worry. And I don't think it's bad if we talk about it more than once, probably. I talk about the same stuff a lot of the time. That's it's more just, I tell the same stories, like, all the time. But yeah, I don't know. I think that at the very least, like, there's definitely some interest in more walkable environments. At least there is some interest in doing it, which I think is the first important thing. And I hope that, you know, maybe it won't be in my lifetime, and that'll suck. But, like, to start to see it shift a little, you know? I mean, it's definitely gonna be a pain in the butt to fight, like, old people, but, you know. To fight the old people in charge, but I feel like it's something that can, you know, it can, like, if attitudes change about it, you know? Longboard is like a specific type of skateboard, isn't it? Okay. I thought so. But I will say my first brain thought was like, surfing? I don't think it's surfing. But my brain was like, surfboard? Anyway, it is about 2 o'clock. We are gonna have to wrap up in a moment. Because I do need to do some last minute cleanup. And I need to put on clothes. I need to, like, put on, like, full outfit clothes. I'm in my pajamas. I stream in my pajamas, that's what I mean. Okay? I have to put on, I had to wear, like, clothes, not pajamas. But yeah, I think I'm gonna think seriously about that tour box. At the very least, I think I know I do want to try to promote my commissions a bit more. And if I promote my commissions a bit more, I can definitely feel a little bit more safe in buying something like that tour box as a business expense if I do feel like it's been offset a bit by commissions in general. I need to actually promote my comms more. I think I'm at a point where I can comfortably feel more comfy too. Post them again? The big thing is, like, I just kind of, like, wait, like, chill, like, I just kind of, like, just wait. You know? I wanted to do, like, simple chibis as, like, a Ko-fi thing, but I ended up never really, like, maintaining that, unfortunately. And then when I thought, oh, right, I also, well, actually, no, I think I have to first finish. So there is actually one thing I should finish before I, like, go full throttle on, comms again. I just remembered. I have to do new PNGs for everybody. So... I do have to finish those. That was the other thing I was thinking about working on. Well, actually, there were two things. This... Miku, because Miku's birthday is next week. And... this one out, because this is sooner. And I am going to try to finish this tonight, maybe. Yeah. But yeah, I think I'm going to try after... I think I want to also sketch out the... probably tonight by myself. Well, tonight until patch goes up. And then I am patch time. So... I gotta sketch out the gang's new PNGs. I probably won't do one for myself for one specific reason. I don't need one. And while I could do a new one for me, I think it would just add to my workload too much. So, if I hadn't had my Steam issues, I probably would have finished this drawing. Ah! God damn it, Steam, why you ruin me? I am pushing this to the limit. I'm sorry. Don't worry, I'll be okay. But, I gotta record tonight, because it's patch story stuff. Yeah, I'll be fine. It doesn't take me that long, I think. I'm just giving myself too much time so I can overthink it and also feel like I'm not wasting too much time. Alright. I think I'm gonna stop here, though. I am gonna stop here. So I will add the colors to the shading. Yeah! I'm super excited. I'm super duper excited for... Oh, did I crash? Oh no, shut up. Let's find someone to read. Yeah, honestly, like, after I finish all, like, the story stuff and what have you, I will definitely be utilizing, what is it? Island Sanctuary just constantly. I'll be Island Sanctuary so much. Alright. Let's see where I can send you guys. Is Fox gonna be going for a little while? Hold on, let me see. Let me sit through the ad. Yeah, I will probably try to finish this off stream after my visit from the moving people, where I probably tell them I'd like to think this over and I will email you in a future date, and I won't email them about moving. I'll email them about mailing packages, but I don't think I'm gonna go with their choice. Alright. Also, so I was gonna also watch what is it? I was gonna watch Altair play Cult of the Lamb last night, but my internet was being so poopy, I couldn't watch it. Anyway, we're going to go say hi to Fox, who is also playing Cult of the Lamb. They might not be going for too much longer, but they usually, I think, go somewhere pretty comfy afterwards. So, there's the raid message. Let's get this started. I will catch you guys tomorrow for random 6.2 stuff. There may be vague spoilers. I'm gonna try to keep some of the stuff out, but yes. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for putting up with my technical issues. Hopefully next week's art stream will be less dumb. Well, I don't mean dumb. I mean like computer dumb. Mistake. Problem. Okay. I'm stalling. I'll catch you guys tomorrow for 14. Bye-bye! I'll try to finish this tonight, so maybe you'll see it tomorrow morning on